What's up, good people? Man, I'm telling you, it's great to be a Gooner right now. 6 wins in a row in the league, 9 wins in a row overall, and we're up to 3rd place. Obviously, Chelsea are playing right now, but yeah, let's talk about it. So guys, if you wasn't a fan of Unai Emery, or you wasn't a fan of the way we were playing, or you wasn't a fan of how our midfield setup is with Torreira and Xhaka, and you wasn't a fan of Danny Welbeck and Iwobi in the front four, defensively pressuring and winning the ball back, then you definitely will be a fan after this game, because they absolutely took Fulham apart. They ripped him to shreds. And I always said to you guys from the first game, I said, when you put arguably 2 of the top 10 strikers in the world on one team, that creates devastation. I mean, these guys are scoring between 35 and 40 goals a season. It doesn't matter how your defense struggles or your midfield struggles. All you need to do is give these guys a sniff a goal. They are so clinical, and in the end, that's what's going to work. But for me, the man that really was man of the match today and turned this game around was Torreira. His range was absolutely fantastic. His gap play is probably one of the best I've ever seen, and this game was reminiscent of what he did to Ronaldo in the World Cup. Torreira absolutely plugged every single offensive gap that Fulham had in the second half and resulted in Arsenal completely dominating possession. Just brilliant stuff, and well deserved. He's man of the match for me. But Leno was pretty stout in the first half and had to deal with, well, I mean, Fulham had 10, 11 shots in the first half. So you kind of knew a goal was coming. When a team has that amount of chances, it's just a matter of time. And let's be honest, they've had a bad season. They've let in the most goals out of every Premiership team so far this season. They had to come out full attack. In the first half, Fulham was pressing 5 or 6 players on Leno. And I talked about this in my last video. Unlike Czech, Leno ain't having it. He is kicking the ball 40, 50 yards. None of this pass back wide to the full-backs and to the wing-backs. None of it. He doesn't want none of it. He does not want to put this team under pressure. So Leno, by choice, is playing the ball out straight into the midfield, straight into the path of Torreira or Xhaka. And it's getting him out of trouble. And it's definitely getting us out of trouble as well. And that's a good way to kind of move forward. Xhaka had an okay game today. But as I said from day one, the team are carrying him. He's not doing anything exclusive or elusive in that midfield to warrant us saying he's having a great game. And he's positioned now much further forward in the team. You're looking to him to ping balls left and right and put defenses under pressure, and he's not really doing that. I don't see any balls in the penalty area going behind the defense that are really splitting them and putting them under pressure. The success today came from 2 guys, Danny Welbeck and Iwobi. On the flanks, we were absolutely tearing them up, left, right, mostly down the left side. But just the sheer width for today made Arsenal a dangerous team to play against. I think regardless of what Arsenal were doing today, they would have been tough for anybody to defend against. 5-1 win away from home, and that's 3 on the bounce. Now, if you think about it, let's think for a second. Arsenal won a total of 4 games away from home all last season. And we're at the beginning of November, and Arsenal already won 3. Now, if that's not a turnaround of discipline and mindset, then I don't know what is. So, big props to Arsenal there. And Emery, for me, we're starting to see Emery stamp his authority on this team. We're starting to see what an Emery team looks like. And I like what I see, because there's a lot of the attention to detail, a lot of the fundamentals that these guys are now working with. As I said, the gap play, which is your part of the field, your responsibility, and what you're accountable for in terms of intercepting passes, putting pressure. All of these things are really bearing fruit. And that's a thanks to the manager and Juan, the coaching staff, for implementing this system, which they believe in. And we've come from nowhere under Wenger. Wenger was like, right, this is what we're going to do. This is formation. Go out there and do your best. Or go out there and show me. And to be honest with you, that's like, in this day and age of tactics and formations, that's like giving somebody a Porsche and putting a blindfold around them and saying, good luck, don't crash the car. Yeah, as much as I love Wenger, I'm Wenger's biggest defender. But that was just, that way of playing is just played out now. It just doesn't work in today's football. And we're seeing what's happening now, where if you give basic fundamentals to a talented team, it just upscales them. It upscales them in a sense that they now have structure to the way that they want to play. And we even saw some Wenger ball today, some sexy football, which we now have to call Emery ball, because that Ramsey goal, whew, the backflips, the double backflips, Bellerin, and then, you know, the interchange between the strikers and Ramsey. Obviously, Ramsey started off the move. But you know what? Let's not hog on about that. It was a great goal. It's probably goal of the season. But even without that, we would have still won 4-1. So it's really up to Ramsey. For me, he's already gone. We're playing a way that this team can be successful. He might look at that and say, you know what? I might sign a contract here. Things are starting to turn around. But if he does, great. If he doesn't, great. You bring someone else in. If it's not him, you bring someone else in. And even today, people were already saying, look, Ramsey should have been on the bench because Iwobi and Welbeck deserve to start. They've done more than he has this season, and it's a fair shout. But overall, guys, Lacazette and Aubameyang, time and time again, we talk about how good these guys are. And it was a free-for-all. And that just goes to show you how dangerous these guys can be when the ball is in the box and the both of them are just hovering around. Funny enough, their first goals were a mirror of each other, where they were backing into a defender, quick turn, bang, quick shot. It's unexpected from the goalkeeper, and the defender's trying everything he can to muscle them out. These guys are truly, truly world-class, and much deserved win today. This is just fantastic from Arsenal, and I'm just happy to be witnessing this transition. Sometimes when a team hasn't been great and they're in that transition stage, it's fun to watch them build up from the ground up. But where we are, guys, I mean, this key team could be challenging for the title. I mean, they could be. Top four, everybody's kind of agreed top four is where our margin is this season. But man, I tell you, this team has got something about them, and they're only going to get better and better and better because more belief, more discipline, the structure is there, and the results are going to carry on coming. And yeah, we're going to lose a few, and we are going to find out what we're made of when we play Liverpool early November. The youth players are still coming up. So Guendouzi, Smith Rowe, them guys, that's just luxury. That's just growth in the face of having a good structure. So, yeah, big props to Arsenal. Like and subscribe. Arsenal are in third place for the moment. And even if Chelsea get a win, then they'll drop down to fourth. But they're still in the top four. And we've overtaken Spurs on goal difference. Things are looking really good, man. This is where we want to be. All right? Nice one, guys. Peace out. Don't forget to hit that like button so you can see when the videos drop. And I'll see you guys later on. Peace.